I worked up on the third floor of our house in New York. I have this cozy little study that is in what used to be the attic of the old farmhouse we live in, and just sort of toiled away and to drag the manuscript that I was working on with me everywhere I went, including on vacation. I left the State Department. I had, for the first time in many years, much more freedom and control over my own schedule. I have a little third-floor attic study in the old farmhouse that we live in New York, and I would go up there early in the morning, and I would make as many detours as I possibly could. It was always time for something else. It was time to walk the dogs. It was time to go down and get more water, because you know you have to be really well hydrated when you try to ride. I just came up with a million reasons. Oh, and then, of course, I read that you really should not sit for more than an hour. So that became my favorite excuse. But it was a great experience, despite how difficult it was. And it was difficult because there was a mass of material that we were trying to condense. It was also hard to relive some of what happened, and also to make sense in retrospect about what had occurred. I had a great team of researchers and advisors and people who would take my scribbly handwriting and translate it and come back with suggestions. It was a terrific process in that way. But even though I had more free time to do it, I found it equally intense, because it's something that once you start writing a book and you're putting yourself into it, and in my case, I had sort of an idea that there might be some people who would read every word looking for something I said that might not be entirely 1,000% true or accurate. So it was painful, and I had a great backup with the researchers who helped me. So I enjoyed it, but if I were to put it on a scale, some days were off the charts wonderful, and some days were not even on the charts terrible, because it was hard to write. And then, of course, I wanted to make sure that it was a fair reflection of what I experienced and what I learned, and I had to, at some point, let it go and hold my breath, and I'm pleased with the way it came out.
Well, and the reviews have been really good.
Much to my amazement, in some respects.
Well, it's a hard book to write, to take